All right, man. What's good, everybody? Welcome to another explosive edition of the Real Sports Talk Show, man. We are live and we are loaded. And tonight, man, we coming straight at you with some NFL football talk, man. Football season is here. Not officially yet, but Hall of Fame game is behind us. So football season, might as well say, is here, man. And it means the debates, man, it's going to be getting a little bit more louder as the season go on, man, because tonight we headed down south where four teams are coming into the 2026 with one mission. It's to take that division crown, man. So we're talking Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, and Atlanta Falcons, man. Four teams, one division, one champion. The Panthers, they took the NFC South last season, but can they do it again? Tampa has owned that division for the last 5 years. Are they ready to get back on their throne? New Orleans Saints is building some new pieces, man. They're on a rebuild, and they got some new pieces added to the bunch. And Atlanta is trying to put everything together under a new coaching staff. So tonight, man, we're breaking all of it down and answering all you guys' questions. Everybody, y'all can have for the podcast panel. Who will win the NFC South? And we got some. I got a little something for the podcast panel and for you, man. We're gonna talk about that. First things first. But again, I got the best damn podcast panel sitting right here. Let's get this show on the road right here on the Real the Sports Talk Show.
I can't accept the loss. I'm hard-headed. There's a little bit of madness to my method. Many falling off that fine line that I'm treading. I risk anything to be great, and I'm not letting nobody rob me of my victory. Number one, that's what I'm meant to be. When by any means, only thing that makes sense to me, I can make nice or make history. I got that dog in me, yeah. Turn me up. Big energy, got the crowd going nuts. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, yeah. I take on anyone, I don't need a one-on-one. Got that dog in me, yeah. I'm talking all bite, no bark. I could rip your squad apart. I got that dog in me, so what's up? Yeah. So what's up? I told her move over. Enough of that mediocre I've been. The man since cruising around in the stroller. I got ice in my veins like a cut in Minnesota. Why not show you how I'm built? Come a little closer. Ayy, lot of heart, been smart, aura gotta glow. We can restart, give head start, still get the same result. I'm about mine. Don't you get it confused? I'm a win.
All right, man. Thank you so very much for being here with us on this Saturday, wherever in the world you are watching us right now. If you're enjoying what we've done in the past and what we're doing, please hit that like button and subscribe and become part of the Real Sports Mafia. Real Sports Mafia. All right, man. It is time to introduce you guys to the stars of the show. They are the voices of the voices. They are the three wise men. I put it like that. Three wise men. I chat off the chain. Good God Almighty. We coming. Y'all already know he's the host of Purple and Gold Bars podcast. You can find him over on YouTube with all the Minnesota Vikings content, news, anything you want. Minnesota Vikings, all going down, man. Then you put that man in U.S. Bank Stadium. They need to fly you there, bruh, so you can do your own show right there. Oh, man, how cool would that be? Good gracious. You ain't too far from Minnesota. But he is the Padre in training, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, sir. He is Latino Heat himself. He is supreme in the building.
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Saturday night podcast on the Real Sports Channel. You've made it to the best place on YouTube for expert analysis. Come on, some of the best personalities you're going to find anywhere. So if you're looking for good quality opinions, stuff that isn't just superficial, they're going to find on those pretenders that are on FS1, ESPN.
Don't watch them.
They got nothing on us. Let's go, guys. We have the best chat in the game. You guys know your stuff. You guys come with the heat. You guys come with the jokes. You guys come with the really refined takes.
You
That's
can
why
watch us for
you've
free.
reached the best spot on YouTube, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, you know it. Let's go. Orale, let's go.
Baby.
Latino
My
Heat
dude,
style. Let's go.
Latino Heat is in the building. Listo?
Siempre.
All day. That's my dude right there. Oh, man. Residing way down in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Oh, the mayor of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Boy. A long list to introduce this guy right here, boy. The living legend, the Hall of Famer himself. Too hot to handle and too cold to hold. Stacy Adams, all in his closet, the money suits, gold rings, gold watches. The man got it all. Yes, sir. Representing the mighty Minnesota Vikings, standing on the front line, waving that Minnesota Viking flag. He is the legendary Q Dog.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, people, for tuning in today on another Real Sports Podcast show. Thursday night, we started out with the Hall of Fame game. We got the adrenaline of football going back to hear the pads popping once again. Yes, we're right where we need to be. We're moving right along. I got a message out. I've been watching my boys, and I got a message out for KOC. Man, I wish you just go ahead on and just name the starter right now. You're waiting too long. I'm tired of that going back from J.J. McCarthy to Kyler Murray. Yeah. Just go on and give the man one. After the night practice tomorrow, name the starter so they can start getting all the reps and get ready for the preseason game come Saturday against the Giants. Two players I like, the rookies that are playing exceptionally well, is the cornerback, Charles Demings. Boy, he's showing lights out in camps, shutting down Jefferson, Addison, all the boys. He ain't scared. And that linebacker, Jake Goldie, he's getting first team reps. He's the prototype of Van Ginkle 2.0. We're going to move him all around the board. So pay attention to them two guys, number 41, number 20, that Brian Flores is going to throw in. And plus, we done moved Jamal Adams back to safety. We're number 30.
You son of a gun.
Yes, sir. So move him back to safety. So Brian Flores is going to get the last juice out of him. So this defense was 3 last year. I looked at bump 201. You heard it from the dog. And so let's get this thing worded. First lady, I can't wait to see you September 13th. I'm telling you right now, your days are getting numbered. I'm telling you, they're getting numbered and numbered. I just can't wait on that day. I just keep coming up in my mind. September 13th, 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, September 13th. September 13th. Yes, sir. We'll get you a straight jacket. You're going to need it. All right. Stay tuned. I'm glad to be here.
So they're going to eat cheese sandwiches.
Yes, sir.
Oh, man. Football is in the air. You got to love it. Yes, sir. Last but not least, man, you know they got the cats from down south in the FLA. Duval County is where they dwell at. Let me tell you something. Jacksonville is for real. If you don't like it, just chill with it, baby. Representing the AFC South Division champions themselves, the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got the NBA trivia champion up in here today. He is the one and only Rockstar Rock in the building.
How y'all doing? Good evening. Shout out to all our viewers, our subscribers, and some of our new subscribers as well.
Yeah.
And Real to Sports, and shout out to my co-host my host and our panelists today. What's up?
Let's go, baby. Rockstar. I got the Rockstar in here. Hey man, y'all deal with Rockstar, man. He coming out that first shift, boy. Running on fumes right now, but nevertheless, he here doing his thing. He here doing his thing, man. All right, Mafia, I got you. I see you out there, Mafia. G Honda, what's happening, baby? What's happening? What up? What up? What up? Live chat is off the chain. What's going on? Pittsburgh Steelers up in here. Sheila Dupree is in here.
Sheila
Dupree back in the house. Sheila
for your
Dupree.
Service.
Steel City gonna smoke NFC South. Ooh.
I can't wait to see it.
I can't wait to see it. She's in the building. Roberta is here. F Squealers, what up?
The Browns are coming.
Chelsea's in here. What's up, Chelsea?
Oh.
Hey, Chelsea.
What's going on, Chelsea?
Our little sis.
My wife love her content. My wife,
that's
she
what's
subscribed
up.
to Chelsea content. She love her content.
All right, Chelsea.
That's awesome.
That's another $100 in that way.
Let's go.
Reckon you subscribe to that, Chelsea. Off my whole team. Yeah, let me get that, Chelsea. Let me get that. Let me get that $100. That's all I got. $100 at the door. Let me get that. Roberta said I left a message about Dory Funk that he passed. Dory Funk Jr. Those who know who that is, legendary wrestler, Terry Funk, brother. Man, Dory was up there anyway. He was, man, Jesus, he was about what, 80 something. Oh man, but God bless his soul, man. Dory, the passing Dory Funk Jr. Fire intro. Appreciate you, bro. Oh, I got something brewing. Wait till the season start. I got something brewing. I got something in the making right now. I got a new intro making right now. You know, every season I do one, so I got something brewing. Got something making. Shout out to my boy Quail, that does the intros for us. He makes them for me. All right, Quail, put you on. You can bring that price down a little bit, bruh. Love you to death. Bring that price down, though, bruh. Smash that like button. You already know it. Tell them. The Purple People Eaters are more than welcome. Okay. Showing love to the Vikes.
There you go.
What's up, everybody? Showing love to the Vikes out there. Let's go.
Let's go.
Them shoulder messed up. Man, them thing jammed up, boy. I can get halfway. Skull. Skull. I can't go all the way back. I'm gonna do it like the skull. There you go. Stay up there. Gotta get this thing operating on, boy. I gotta wait till after the season, though. They need me for 17 weeks. All season, you're rock. I'm waiting till the whole season. I can't get it operating on, baby. I can't do it now. Boy, might call my number. They need
boy, you ain't going on the hour. You said you ain't going on the hour.
Nah, I can't go on nothing. Get too close to the season.
There you go. Yes, sir. That boy said he gonna go all the way. Give me a shot, right there. Let's go. He
ain't got to put me on the blue team. Just do it in front of everybody's face. They know what time it is. Hit me with the needle, baby. Get me right back in there.
I know that's right, bro. I know that's right. You'll never find the most loyal Cleveland Browns fan. That's very true.
That's all right. That's all right.
My old barber, Jason, though, he's from Canton, and he's a Cleveland Brown. He's a diehard.
Frank Minifield, Hanford Dixon.
Frank Minifield. Jesus, boy. You
yes, sir. Bernie Kosar.
Yes, sir. Minifield was a hitter, boy.
Yeah, Minifield.
Webster Slaughter.
Remember Webster Slaughter. Number 84.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Ozzie Newsome.
Gold pound.
Oh, man.
Ooh. Ozzie Newsome.
Kevin Mack with them shoulder pads, the big T shoulder pad. Oh,
Kevin Mack.
Peyton Hillis.
Yeah. Hillis, boy.
1 year wonder.
He was a house, man. He was a house. What's up, Philly G?
Philly G.
And the Philadelphia Eagles is in the building.
His quarterback is getting abused for no reason.
Oh, Jalen?
Yeah, Jalen Hurts. He don't deserve the criticism he getting, man.
Oh, man. They ain't throwing him in the mud, is he?
In some aspects, like they got him ranked lower than like Josh Allen in certain tiers and stuff like that.
I got you.
I'm like, this dude beat Patrick Mahomes in the big game and outplayed him in the first game. Like, get this man his credit, man.
You gotta give
sure.
Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts.
Josh Allen is that guy, man.
Jalen Hurts is a great quarterback. I don't care what nobody's saying about that. Sam Wilk, what's happening, baby? Oh, Chelsea said, shout out to your wife, Rockstar. Tell her I said thank you.
You welcome.
Chelsea, send me my royalties down. Go low now, Chelsea. Nah, you good, Chelsea. Send me some of that cookout, Chelsea. We got the Saints. Sam Wilkes Brown with them Saints.
Yep.
We got the
Week
2000.
five, bro. Down week 5. But you know that right now.
You hit a dog. You hit a dog.
We already got your number.
Boy, y'all gonna hear a lot of barking. Y'all gonna hear a lot of barking for the dog this season.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm grabbing by the throats. Yes, sir. And then you breathe, man. The right Supreme.
Yeah.
That's right.
Hold him down,
That's
baby.
Right.
Q, let him go, bro.
We ain't playing. Me and Supreme ain't playing with him this time.
Those young quarterbacks down there got something coming.
That's right. We're already bringing that heat now. We're going to bring that confusion now.
Come on.
Sir.
Come on, Q. Let him go, bro.
Bro.
We need
to call the commissioner. Go ahead and get the schedule change while they got a chance. It ain't as over for him. That's all I got to tell you.
Right, bro. We got the 2025 MVP. Young Mark is in the building.
Oh.
What's up, Mark?
Oh, Viking hater.
Mark.
Mr. Mellow Cheese over there had 77 points with LaMelo Ball and still lost a game. Yo.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, my shit just me. All right. Who else we got in live chat before we get rolling here? Snap. Clay Matthews, Anthony Logan, and Brian Sight.
Brian Sight.
Brian Sight. I'm sorry.
Brian Sight, yeah.
Yeah, I remember Brian Sight too. Cookout got to sponsor me. Tell him, Chelsea. Go ahead, man. Go get that sponsor. You get them,
the original
boy.
bloodline right there.
Yes, facts. Facts. Chelsea, if you get them to sponsor you, boy, holy smoke. Put me on, bro. Damn, you gonna get paid. Let's see here real quick. Mississippi money price, $40 saving the Mississippi State Fair. What you talking about, Sam? Money price, $40. 3 a.m. What's happening at 3 a.m. is back. What's going on? 3 a.m. is back in the building. Thank you, man. Thank y'all for being on the show. Thank y'all. Oh, we got a new one here. Loud Pack Luke. Panthers.
Oh.
Okay. What's going on? We got a Luke Kuechly fan up here. Okay. Welcome to the
Luke
show.
Got a dope name there.
Yeah, that is hot, though. I like that. Loud
Luke
Pack
was that
Luke.
dude, bro.
Man,
when
Luke
he played,
was,
man.
He was an animal, bro.
That's my title.
Luke Kuechly was an animal, bro. He was very smart, too, man. Doing, listen to him, man, he's a smart dude, man. Yeah, I mean, we talk about the Ray Lewises and stuff of linebackers, but this dude, very smart guy. Very, very smart. Always up for a good sports convo. You just wait, because I'm finna bring it in a minute. Holy smoke, these new people are coming in. 3-month coming, Mississippi State. Okay.
Nice.
Who is Kev Jr., 1977. Who that? Okay. Got a Saints fan in here. Saints fan. All right.
Going down week 5 for you too, baby.
There goes the dog.
Week 5. You already got your
barking. There you go. Man, this is good to see. I'm glad y'all coming to
who you schedule the Flies man is real sports.
You talking about GC. The Flies man in the land. Yes, sir. Bryce Young. You already know Chelsea.
We got him week 12 in Minnesota. We're gonna rattle his bones too.
Oh, damn. Dog calling everybody out. Rick ain't worth a damn. Rick. The only other cool name, Cool Hand Luke. Cool Hand Luke. I like that too. I shared your live in my Discord. Appreciate you, Chelsea. Cool. We appreciate the love, Chelsea. Man, I appreciate it. I'll always be raising it. There you go. Keep on raising. Keep on raising that.
Keep it up, Kev.
Abigail Glover, welcome to the show. We in the building. Okay. Man, all these people coming in here. It
looks like the AFC South shows up.
Yeah.
That's wild.
Damn. Philly G, all day long, Philly G. Man, it's a good thing you guys coming in here to watch these 3 men do their thing tonight. Appreciate everybody. Man. Appreciate you guys are in for a good one. Here we go. All right. So before we talk about the NFC South, I do want to recognize really, really quick, man. Congratulations to Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig for making the Hall of Fame. Those 5 guys, man, they deserve it. Each and every last one of them. Even Adam Vinatieri, who kicked the tuck rule crap against us, but even him. because he was a great kicker, man. So congratulations to Drew Brees, who definitely deserves it. Oh my God, who definitely deserves it. Larry Fitzgerald, all these men, all 5 of these men. This is a good Hall of Fame lineup with Drew Brees, Larry Fitzgerald, and Luke Kuechly, Adam Vinatieri, and Roger Craig. Man, it really. Holy smoke! You got new people. Man Eastering. I do not like the via situation. He is critical. Via Vader? Got to be Via Vader. Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
He is critical to this defense. He must be a Tampa Bay fan. I would love to see that deal get done more so than the quarterback at this point. However, they are still the best team in the South. Let's go. All right, Buccaneers is in the building.
Never had a Buck underrated. That defense is underrated, man. I was saying it all last year. Nobody wanted to listen.
Yeah, that's crazy. I don't know. We had a couple Bucs fans come on the show. That's good, man. Lou Pack, great Hall of Fame class this year. It was.
They were missing someone, though. Yeah. They were missing someone.
Fred Taylor. It was missing Fred Taylor.
They were missing Bill Belichick. That's who they were.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
2 years in a row. He should have been the first Hall of Fame, first ballot.
Belichick going to get in there. He going to get in there.
That's just
but
rough.
Fred Taylor, I mean, come on, man. Fred Taylor.
It's going to be a while before he get in. If it took Roger Craig 30-some years and he didn't won multiple Super Bowls.
Exactly, bro.
Paved the way for the running back position. So
hit that 4th spot. Y'all crazy.
It might take Fred Taylor years to get in there.
It's crazy, bro. He should have been in there, bro. Do you know what Fitzgerald? Huh? Fitzgerald?
Yeah.
I do know that
Fitzgerald.
For a guy to be a ball boy for the Vikings and then become a Hall of Famer is freaking insane.
He was with the Vikings. He was with the Vikings.
I can just imagine him being out there, being like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be out here one day." As like a 13-year-old ball boy or 16-year-old. Insane,
like,
bro.
Over there with the Vikings, and he loved, man, he followed Chris Carter. Like, he was really, up under Chris Carter. And that is the perfect wide receiver to mimic after Chris Carter. And y'all don't know Chris Carter? I ain't never seen Chris Carter drop a pass. Never, bro. Chris Carter was that dude. Clutch. Funny sometimes. Yeah. Everyone should know the voters are out their mind after Dirty Diana incident. Oh, man. Better tell them Chelsea. Fitzgerald means the son of Gerald. Oh, Gerald's G. I kind of get where you're going. All right, fellas. Got a discussion here before we get into the NFC South. And I really want you guys' opinion on this end. So this is unscripted, ladies and gentlemen. These men don't know where I'm coming from. They ain't know nothing about it till before the show. I just told them. So this is all new. 6 new additions. Okay, Saints. Damn, y'all do got a lot.
They got some potential. I will say that.
Hell yeah, they do. It's gonna be.
We've seen a lot of teams with potential.
It's gonna be very interesting in New Orleans. So I came across y'all, Supreme, Rock, and Q. I came across a couple of videos that made an interesting point about youth sports today. And the argument was that many young athletes don't seem to value competition. And I'm speaking on my team really quick. I had a tournament today, 13-14. We lost first round. And after the game, I really chewed them out and challenged them to really work on their game because they just it's just they don't value competition. And we played 9 o'clock this morning, and I hear I gotta get up. I can't do all that complaining. I can't. And I had a championship game. My 11 and 12, we lost championship game. Whatever. That's wasn't scrutiny with that, but the argument was that many young athletes don't seem to value competition the way previous generations did. Some say that they were more concerned with social media than the outcome of the game, to avoiding physical play or confrontation. They ain't developing the same discipline or hunger to win. And others believe that's unfair. Generalization. and that today's athletes are just simply growing up in a different environment. So I want to ask the panel. First of all, let me play something for y'all because I want to get y'all. I want y'all to hear this. I'm gonna play Kenyon Martin. This is Kenyon Martin's mindset, and y'all decipher it from here. Let me see. I can put it on there.
You 6'8", 260, and a little motherfucker hit run your chest, and you fly into the third row.
Yeah.
You can't. I'm not scared of you no more. I can't be scared of you no more. But how many dudes? I don't need you to name. If you want to do a list, but I don't think there's dozens of guys that play basketball that's really. You talking about that stand on business?
Not these days.
When did that stop? When did stand on business stop? Because we friends with you down as Haslam.
2000s.
You
D stand on it.
I believe you D stand on business, but I done seen you D stand on business walking down Wynwood too. Yeah. So I know you D stand on business.
Absolutely.
But I don't think a lot of these dudes nowadays is like that.
They're not they don't want no problem, no confrontation. Everything has been unicorns and rainbows and glitter, dog.
Yeah.
Man, like I didn't grow up that way. Like that ain't I've come a long way, trust me. But because it's y'all sport, y'all built on competing every possession. Every time that ball snap, it's a competition, it's personal. Mm-hmm. It ain't that no more for a lot of people. And for the dudes who really didn't know how to deviate from it, those are the guys that was like that in the league. Like there was no on or off switch with it. I used to tell people, once the ball go, I black out.
Yeah.
But once we in that 94-50 and that ball go up,
it's time to go.
Yeah, like I didn't need people use certain things to rev them up, to hype themselves up to play, to be this way, to do. No, once I put them joints on and I got taped, I turn around in my locker, dog. Like I got my back to my team. I'm sitting in my locker facing the locker. I'm ready. When that ball go up, I'm on 10.
Yes, sir.
Like it ain't no, let's get ready to play. Mm-hmm. Like no, when the ball go up, I'm on 10. Mm-hmm. So anything other than that, I'm 12, 15. Like people like that. Can you win the 10? No, can you start the game on 10?
There you go.
Mm-hmm. Like I started the game. You could have tipped the jump ball and you say the wrong thing. The first, it's 2-0.
I'm ready.
Go. Wick was short, man. Like non-existent.
Hold up. See? Kenyon Martin. So that's one. So let me I got two more, but I'm gonna go to the panel and just let's start with the legend. I really want to hear Q Dog. Those who know the dog, the oldest on this panel, and I really want to hear his opinion on this. So Q, you have watched several generations of athletes, right? You watched several generations of athletes. What's the biggest difference between young athletes from your era and today's generation when it comes to toughness, passion, and that desire to win?
From what I can see back in the past, and then see athletes back today, and which the ones that play the same sports, same positions, the only difference I can see is that money and social media. I think that ties a lot. If you want to compare it to back in the day, let me start with going back in the past. A lot of athletes back then, it wasn't doing a whole lot of commercials back then.
No.
You had to be, the only commercial I can really remember somebody that really done back then was O.J. Simpson, the Hearst commercial jumping through the airport. He was
Joe Green.
Joe Green with the Coca-Cola commercial. That was it.
Yeah,
you couldn't go nothing then till Dion came. I mean, you had to be extraordinary at your position, but we had a lot of good athletes. Darryl Green was one of the best corners that ever played football.
Hell yeah.
They can really, they really was hungry, man. They wanted to be the best. that they can be at their position, and they wanted to. They welcomed on competition.
Yes, sir.
They didn't see a competitor. They see you as not as your name, as just someone that I have to beat, or I got to, to show my best.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I go again with now with this newer generation. We have a lot of podcasts and social media and all these different social media accounts that they can go to, express their frustrations after the game, or express their frustrations about how they're being played, and so they waste a lot of time and energy, to me, which you're not going to get nothing back. I mean, you get a response for you or this and that, but what's that going to do for your game?
Right.
Instead of just taking your L, and every day that next week work to be the better person that you was last week, instead of going to all these social media accounts and all these podcasts and all this to express your emotions and how you feel.
Yeah.
So when you have that avenue right there, it takes away from you. I mean, it really takes away from you. I think they'll be a whole lot more better than what they think they are if they stay away from these things.
Mm-hmm.
It just
well, talk about because you seen Magic Johnson. You seen Magic when he first came. I got to see Magic more in the Celtics. You got to see him back when he was in Indiana. Michigan State.
Yeah.
So you got to see him back then. I got to see him more late in the 80s and stuff like that. Him and Bird. So let's put those two, and then let's put LeBron James and Kevin Durant. Let's just do that. Let's put those two. What's the difference? Because those two guys, Bird and Magic, were superstars in your era, and these are superstars in today's era, which is LeBron and Kevin Durant. So you put it in that area. Let's break that down, and you get the difference between the two.
Man, I mean, Magic and Bird, they're both Midwest boys. They come from nothing. And so, that was their thing. I think Bird, after the college championship, he had no desire to go into the NBA. He was just a big farm boy. He wanted a regular job. All these recruiters were coming to his house. They're trying to recruit him in college and stuff like that. And his mother used to get mad about all the recruiters coming, but it was like he had the talent, but he just somebody had to really kind of push him to even go out there and play. And him and Magic got together during summer league, and they were playing on the team, and both of them didn't play. Both of them was on the bench. Yeah. And they knew they were better than a lot of them guys was out there. But when they got out there, they showed out.
Yes, sir.
So, they basically saved the NBA. The NBA was going in a terrible direction in 79. So when they both got there, it just like it was God sent, because, Bird was basically on a pretty much all white team. Magic was on an all black team. Bird was coached by a black coach, and Magic was coached by a white coach. So it just wasn't about color. A lot of times people looked at it was just about black versus white. It wasn't about that. It was just about talent, and them two wanting to be each other, and they made each other great because they know that the other one was great. They didn't. Kevin Durant and LeBron didn't come in like that. I don't think that they made it like that. I don't think that when they came to the league, they wanted to elevate their game because of the other. I think Kevin Durant, to me personally, I don't think he has no desire to want to be great. I think he just wants to play. I mean, that's just me. I think that's the reason why I see he's been bouncing out so many teams, and if it wasn't for him going to Golden State and teaming up with the Bulls, he would not never got a championship. But I just think it just ain't in him to be on that level. He's good, but he's not on that great level. Mm-hmm. After he retired, you won't hear him talk about him much more once he retired. But it just a thing about, I just feel like both of those, they did something for their teammates. Both of them was equal starting five, both starting five, Magic and Bird talent, and both of them had benches.
Yes.
But they was only great. They was only as good as Larry Bird and Magic was. The way their talent and the way they played, it was contagious.
Yes.
It was contagious. It brought out the best in the Lakers, and it brought out the best in the Celtics.
Yes.
But now you see LeBron James and Kevin Durant. That's not that type. What you see, and so I think as sports evolved from way back in the day to now, that the word we're always talking about being competitive and competing. I think it's a different meaning now. I think it doesn't come from the heart. I just think it just comes from I think it just comes from just, well, I'm just gonna play, and I know this person right here, he's good too. But if he beats me, he beats me, and if he don't, he don't. Versus back in the day when you competing against some of the best. I mean, you want to beat them, and then when you don't beat them, you have sleepless nights. You have sleepless. It bothers you. You know what I'm saying? And everybody in that house is going to be mad because you mad because you didn't step up to the plate or to beat one of the greats, and that means a lot to you, more than money, because you're playing something you've been playing since you was a kid. And as that you playing the kids, and both of y'all are coaches, you know this. You play other teams. That means that you're going to run across competition that someone across the other side is better than you. And it's up to you, not as the player, not as the coach, to want to step your game up to another level. The coach shouldn't have to tell you that. You see this person, and you know how good they is. You want to be great at this. Then you show your coach. Coach, I know he's great. I know they've been talking about him, but I'm gonna show you something today that I'm gonna take my game to the next level. That's what they need to tell their coaches. But they don't look at it like that. They don't look at it when they see an opposing opponent, and they have to elevate their game. You know what I'm saying? And so they just play just to be playing. I think the competitiveness is going on is disappearing, especially in the youthful and in a smaller Part 1 leagues and all that. Y'all guys got a tough job, is to make these guys competitive. And some of them just don't want it. They just want to be out there just because of what they see on TV. So that's another thing. But somebody that's hungry, and you'll know that somebody that's hungry because your desire. I talked to a lady at my job. I asked her son is playing. He's playing high school football. In 10th grade. And I said, what is his dream? Is this a dream desire to be in the NFL? She says yes. Okay, then if that's his desire. Now he got to put some work in. He got to put the work in. It just don't come there overnight. It's not what you see on TV. And so he's gonna take a lot of pitfalls, a lot of falls. You got to keep getting up. There's a lot of things you got to go through to want to be one of the greats, be one at the end of the day, putting that Hall of Fame jacket on. They just don't give those things to people. And so that's a lot of work that comes in. If you really put your name and be one of the greats at the end of the day, then okay, then just roll up your sleeves and get ready to work at all times. Yeah. And so I just really feel what you're saying with that question is that I think this question will linger on. I don't think it'll never stop. Yeah. It's really frustrating to see sports go that way. Yeah. We're still gonna see some competitors, but we're just gonna see people who just out there that just, when they do run across, they do enough to get into the league or whatever, but when they run across top competition, instead of stepping up, they back up. Mm-hmm. We're gonna see that a lot. We're gonna see that a lot. And then the commentators will say, well, this person, when he was in college, he was doing this, he was doing that, and now we got drafted. We don't see none of that because the opposing opponent don't put fear in their heart. Yeah. And so it's just a different hunger than they had back in the day than they do now. I don't think they're as hungry as they say they are. A lot of those guys back in the day, they had some stories for you, man. If you listen to them, yeah. They had no choice but to be hungry and come up, at least to get their family out of poverty, to prevent themselves from get to adequate housing, live luxury life like that they seen on TV or whatever. So they put more work in to get their family to that point. It was all about getting their family, to a better life. So they know that they did it for their family. A lot of these kids now, they come from good homes and, They don't have to put in as much. So I just really feel it's just a different hunger. You know, it's just a different hunger. I think a lot of this generation is not hungry enough, man.
No, you're absolutely right, Q. And real quick before I get to Rock, today and all this week I practice my 13, 14, and I don't get this generation because I got on them, man, Q, and I said, nobody. What I said, what's wrong with y'all, man? Y'all, nobody's excited. When I was a kid, look, like Kenyon Martin said, I didn't need nobody to hype me up. When it come down to basketball, I was already 10 already. I'm already gone. My mind is I'm ready to play. And I said, don't wait for me, because I played the game and I kind of mimic after Kevin Garnett, because he played with a lot of intensity, and that's how I played. I said, don't wait for me to hype y'all up. If y'all want to go to championship game, y'all should want the championship more than I want it. I shouldn't, as a coach, want it more than y'all. Y'all the players. Y'all the one that got to do the work on the court. You shouldn't. I shouldn't want it more than you. You got to be like, Coach, I want this, and I should be like, let's go, let's get it. I shouldn't be more hyped. Today we went on a 10-0 run, and the coach called timeout. That's when you're supposed to be fired up, because we came back. I'm more fired up on the court. I mean, I'm like this. Yeah, let's go, baby. Everybody just walking off casual. I said, man, let's go. Y'all get hype. You got parents over there screaming and clapping. What's wrong with y'all, man? Like, what is wrong with y'all? Like, man, God almighty. I don't get it. Let me get to the chat real quick. Exposing the players' salaries has created a disconnect from the players and the fans. Sports. What's up, No Ego? Welcome to the show, matter of fact. Sports is just a business for modern day athletes. Very true. They couldn't care less about the love of the game. Very, very true. Eddie Bird was in the draft for baseball and basketball. Going to get it. I appreciate you, man. Appreciate you coming in, Kev. Hey, before you go, hit that subscribe button. We on every Saturday. Come get you some. Come get you some. It's better than ESPN and all them other cats over there. We don't do that kind of stuff. We keep it real over here. All day, Sheila Dupree. And yeah, but yeah, that's what I want to get at. Like, man, I just don't understand. Like, nobody. Let me say this, and I'm gonna shut up. Caleb, I'm gonna call his name out. Caleb, he pissed me off the other day because he said, Coach, it's just YMCA. I said, I don't care if it's YMCA. It's competitive basketball. This team is trying to kill you. They're trying to beat us. Why you don't have that same mentality?
Let me cut in.
When I come in as a coach, when I come in as a coach, I'm fired up in my head because I'm going. I know I can't play no more, but I'm going. I know I'm going against that other coach. So I'm zeroed in. I'm zeroed in, baby. Let's go. Let's go. You ain't gotta hype me up. I'm ready to compete, and y'all got it. Go ahead, Q.
Yeah, just from what you said about that young man right there, and I was a coach today, he could never be on my team again.
No, he's not.
He could never be on. I can't have that guy. I can't have that attitude. I don't care if it's just pick up ball.
He's not.
I don't care nothing about that. It ain't about what it is. It's competing, man.
It's competing.
It's competing. It never fails. I don't care what it is. So that let me know that you're the type of person that don't want to grow in this sport.
That's right.
You don't want to grow. You just out here just to be. You just out here just to be doing. Yeah, and that you basically you're wasting your time and the coach's time.
There you go. Ben said
you really are.
Example.
Yeah. Coach
Boone, we will be perfect in every aspect of the game. She said, Q, all day long, Coach Boone. Q Dog, preach my dude. There you go. Yeah. And yeah, man, he pissed me off when he said it's just YMCA, coach. I know I promise I'm gonna shut up. So the game, it was another game. We was at Spears YMCA, and the team on the other side, they forfeited. Right? They forfeited. So they was like, well, we'll just do a pickup game. And then some of my players went over there. They played pickup game. Everybody. I said, this looked like an NBA All-Star game. Nobody didn't want to play defense. I stopped everything. I said, hold it. because the referees, they can't officiate a forfeit game. So they just let them play, and then so they forfeit. So their next game was at 12 o'clock. I said, hold it. This is a pickup game, right? But that doesn't mean y'all just lackadaisical. Y'all pick the intensity up, man. See, I shouldn't be saying that. I shouldn't be saying stuff like that, man. Like, man, look. But I know it's just a different generation, so it is what it is. It is. All right, let me play one more, and then I'm gonna go to Rock. This is Rondo. Those of you know Rajon Rondo, NBA champion Rajon Rondo for the Boston Celtics. That's Rock's team. This is what he said.
Team is with me that particular weekend.
And he won with Q-Dog team.
I think that's affecting these kids to win.
Hold on, Rob. What'd you say?
And then when my team is with me,
I said Rondo won with Q-Dog team, the Lakers too, in the bubble.
Yeah, okay. This what and Rondo is a coach, and y'all know how Rondo gets down. So listen to him on this.
Weekend, I shut social media down because I think that's affecting these kids to win. They don't give a damn if you win or lose. It's like as soon as you get out of the game, they on the ground. Who tagged me? Who posted me with what? It's like that's fucking our young kids' heads up, and that's not what we allow in our program for the most part.
I like that. Jamal Crawford made a post a few weeks ago about parent and outside noise, and obviously we came up in a different time. You're a little bit younger than us, but in the same kind of age group and wave. You obviously touched on how successful has it been on understanding what the big picture in, but also enjoying the ride, allowing the kids to enjoy the ride.
Yeah, for me, that's what it's about. Like I said, I'm pretty strict on the road. Obviously, a lot of kids a lot of parents may send their kids with just me and the coaches. So obviously, we're their extended dads on the road, and for me, it's a great experience because I teach them discipline. We go to bed at a certain time. I take their phones. Like I said, I always say we don't have social media, and it's a business trip. Kind of how we approach it in our game. I try to treat them the same level at how we doing it in NBA. It's like I said, we come here, we ain't getting in swimming pools. We ain't doing this in the third. We're gonna probably go to movies and sit and relax if we get a good time. Or other than that, we're there for business. We watch film more than any probably NBA team combined. I mean, we after each game because at that age again, you're learning the game so much.
Yeah.
And for me, instead of arguing with my kids back and forth, I just pop the tape in. And then there's nothing to argue about. I have the whole team vote. Was this a travel? Was this a foul? And they get to coach themselves. And not only, just hear me thinking I'm just crazy and talking on the sideline all the time. It's like, here's the proof. And then when they know when they get to film, it changes their mindset within the game. They know, okay, shit, I'm going to have to get over the screen now because last time in film, we had talked about this. So it's easy for me to teach the kids, and I don't have to go back and forth with them a lot because right after the game, we jump right in the van and we watch it. And then when my team is with me that particular weekend, I shut.
See, he takes the phone from his kids. He uses them. We're playing. It's a business. This is a business. This is like a business trip. We're gonna take this. I'm gonna get your focus. I'm gonna get your attention. First thing first, we're gonna take that phone. Then we're gonna look at film. It sets them up for going when they go pro. It's the same thing. I like Rondo's methods. I really wish I can do the same. I really wish I could. So let me go to Rock on this. Rock, now you play competitive basketball, or you played competitive sports before. So you played competitive sports growing up. Do you think today's young athletes have lost that competitive edge where every game mattered, or is the culture around youth sports just different now?
I would say it's kind of like to the point we said before in some of our previous shows. I think it's certain individuals that still have that competitive nature and that competitive feel for within, and I'll just say I'll use an example as far as within the NBA. It's certain individuals like Wemby. Wemby's bringing out the competitive.
You good, bro? You good?
I thought.
Handling the kids real quick. That's all right.
Yeah, you. So I apologize about that.
You good, brother?
But what I was saying is, I think it's certain individuals, like as far as we go in the NBA, that still have that competitive nature or that competitive feel. I would say Wemby's one, Jaylen Brown. I would say also Jason Tatum, and I would say Anthony Edwards. I've seen certain aspects in their games where they've taken on the challenge. Like Jaylen Brown took on the challenge to guard Luka in the NBA Finals. You know, in the Western Conference Finals, Anthony Edwards took on the challenge of trying to guard, or at least saying I'm gonna guard Kyrie Irving, even though Kyrie gave him what he was looking for. But he also went up and swept his, you know, what Q-Dog said, Kevin Durant in the first round of the playoffs. You know, and Kevin Durant was someone that Anthony Edwards looks up to, you know, and whatnot. So that competitive edge to say, man, this is a guy I looked up to. I'm gonna take it to him. I'm gonna let him know, yeah, I'm coming. This ain't just no walk in the park. You know, like I look up to you, but we up 3-0. Oh, I'm about to send you. I'm sending you home. And that's what he told him. He's like,
there you go.
So, and the reason I say about what Jason Tatum is because I seen certain times in certain aspects of his or certain situations where he didn't have a falter in the NBA Finals against Golden State, but then when we play Golden State in the regular season, he taking it to Steph Curry. He taking it to him. He doing everything that, you know, Draymond was trying to tell him that it was predicated on him doing, not being aggressive and whatnot in the finals. He was doing that in the regular season to let him know, like, yeah, I know I didn't bring my A game in the NBA Finals, but don't get it twisted. This is a regular season game. We know what this is about. This is our get back right here, even though, you know, they and whatnot. So I say it's in spurts as far as with the NBA. It's certain guys that had that competitive nature. But I would say as far as within youth sports, it's predicated on the beginning of, like, you know, when we grew up, we didn't necessarily, everybody didn't have different cell phones, different style of cell phone. If you had a cell phone at that time, you was kind of like the man at the point. You know, it didn't even matter. You had a little Motorola phone or you know, the little Nokia phone, whatnot.
When you were people, you was a drug dealer.
And then on top of that, at that point in time, if you wanted to get in contact with your family, you found a payphone to call your folks, or you know, your folks lived in. You know, your peoples knew where you was. But I looked at it like this. We grew up watching guys that was competitive in what we like, as far as professional athletes and whatnot. My era grew up watching Michael Jordan and Kobe and those guys, and Shaquille O'Neal, and watching Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson. What's the two most? I say the three greatest All-Star games that I've witnessed was Jordan's last All-Star game in '98.
'98, that was good.
Atlanta, Georgia. The 2000, I believe the 2000, I think one NBA All-Star game,
greatest of all
that
time.
Allen Iverson won, and Jordan's last All-Star game when he was with the Wizards. And Kobe didn't want to
2002.
The competitiveness in Kobe. Kobe didn't want to give Jordan the game because it was his last All-Star game. We don't see that anymore in these kids' mindset. They like, oh, all right, well, after this, what y'all doing? We going to In-N-Out Burger. You know, that's what, you know, on the West Coast. For here in DC, we going to Ben's Chili Bowl or whatnot, or whoever place they want to go to and whatnot. They're not thinking about what just transpired. But in my mentality, I've always had it like this, even whether it was pickup, playing in a rec league game, or in high school. My mentality was to be competitive at all times. Like, even because in the sport that we playing, it's going to be either a win or loss.
That's right.
There's no draw in basketball.
No,
you can tie in football and whatnot. There's ties in football. But in basketball, it's either win or loss.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't want to go home with an L. You at least wanted to, even in pickup, you wanted to at least get a W before you left the gym. Because you was going to hear about it from your boys.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you was...
Yeah.
Team, how many games you got on the court? Man,
I remember days like that when we used to go. We used to go to the gym, and I had my cousins. I had my two cousins, and another friend, when we stopped by, pick each other up at each other's house, and we would go to the gym, and there'd be some of they'd be waiting on some of the meanest ballers in there, and so we lose, and we lose, man. That's a terrible walk home. Because I tell you, we had an older cousin, he was getting on, he would jump. He said, I told you, you should let me get him. This and that. You can't do nothing with this and that. So the next day, we meeting back up again. We're going back to fight again. So and like we didn't get scared, like, nah, man, too good for us. No, we're coming back.
Nah, we had to go back.
We lost.
Back. That was some of the best. What we call up here, we say, you can't duck the wreck on the court. You understand? you gotta come back and let them know. Yeah, I'm here.
Let them know. Show them coming back for some more.
Yeah,
I ain't leaving the court. I told Q this. I said, look, if I lose, I'm saying that if I lose, I'm not leaving the court. So whoever got next, you better get 3 more, because I ain't leaving. I'm not leaving. I'm playing this next game. I don't care who got next. I don't care. And the guy who scored most of the points on that team, I'm guarding him. And I used to be like, don't nobody. I don't want none of y'all guarding him. Don't you guard him. I don't care what he do. I'm guarding him the entire game. And boy, I'll be all up in his chest. Like a blackhead. I'll be all up in him. I'll be all up in him, bro. I don't care if he go to the bathroom. I'm standing right there at the door. I don't care where he go. That's the mentality. Gotta have that mentality, man. I grew up playing pool. And I hustled a date so bad he did not want. Oh, you're a pool hustler, pool shot. I want to talk about even in pool, you're gonna be the best. Anything you do.
Yeah, you don't have no merch on.
Bowling,
right? They ain't straight.
Kickball,
foosball, tetherball,
foosball for the
marbles, dogs. It don't matter.
I declare war. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Paper football. Paper football.
Everything. It don't matter.
I used to love playing paper football in school. And then when it's time, when I score the touchdown, and when I time me to kick the field goal, I want to hit it right on his forehead.
Right on the
forehead. Every time I kick, I want to hit it right on the forehead.
Right.
Get somebody make them mad.
Yeah, right.
I had one guy with man one time. He turned hot, boy. Every time I was scoring, pop, the paper hit, pop, right on the forehead.
Right in the head, bro. You Adam Vinatieri.
Yeah, I am Vinatieri. Yeah, you gotta make him mad. Boy, you gotta frustrate him.
I'm gonna play one more. Then I'm gonna go to Latino Heat to close it out here. Man, I forgot about paper football. I'm trying to tell you, slide that thing across the table, boy. What you talking about?
Yeah.
That was a joint back. We was playing in the cafeteria.
That was a joint there, boy.
Boy, that was crazy. All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this one, then I'm gonna go to Supreme. But this is coming from former champion Terrence Bud Crawford, one of the best boxers ever. Very smart guy. Listen to what he say.
My thought is everything has a price. There is not a number that can get you back in that ring. 80 million, 100 million.
Nah, because now you selling your soul.
$100 million, you can have my soul.
That's you. Now we know your character.
Yep.
Sometimes, you look at people and you be like, dang, man, you ain't got no dignity. You ain't got no morals. Like, come on, man. Like, what you gonna stand for if everything is about money? Like, I never was in a sport because of money, Of course, I was in a sport to make money, but I wanted to be a world champion.
Boom.
I wanted to do something that I set my sights out to do as a little boy. Money wasn't the motivation. Me being a world champion was the motivation. Me accomplishing all the things that I've accomplished along the way on my journey, it was extra credit. It was extra credit because it's coming from the hood. It was like, man, I just want to be a world champion because that's just my dream. So when I became a world champion, it was just like, man, all this other stuff is like a cherry on the top. Like, you know what I mean? I did what I set my sights out to do. It was evident that I wasn't gonna let nothing stand in the way of me accomplishing that goal in my life. My mom telling me all the time, you need to get a plan B. You need to go to school. Man, me in school don't rock. I'm going to school.
Yo, y'all ain't tight.
I'm gonna go to school and I'm gonna get in the fight. I'm gonna get kicked out of college. like, I'm what? School?
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna make this work. I used to tell her, I'm gonna make this work. It ain't no other way.
Yeah.
It's either this, dead, or jail. Like, it's no other way. Like, this is gonna work. It have to work.
See what I'm saying? What the key thing he said is, I'm not in it for the money. I'm in it to be a world champion. That's all I care about. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna pass it over to Latino Heat. I said this before many times in this show. This is why, part of the reason why I love and respect Justin Jefferson, wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, arguably the best wide receiver in football. He said in a press conference before he got his extension, Justin, I'm not going to go verbatim, but Justin, your contract is up. What are your concerns about your contract? He cut him off. He said, I'm not worried about that. He said, I'm not worried about that right now. He said, what I'm worried about is bringing a championship to the Vikings organization. That's all I worry about. He said, the money's going to come. The money's going to work itself out. All I care about is bringing a Super Bowl to this city, to this organization. When he said that, man, I said, look, this dude right here, man, I'm telling you, you don't make him like that no more. You heard what he said? He said he's not worried about the money, but if you go a couple of states over by the guy named Jamar Chase, who shut whole camp down because he wasn't getting paid, Justin Jefferson still showed up to camp, performed, and didn't even have an extension because he wasn't worried about it. He's worried about getting better. He was worried about making his team better. All he want is that Lombardi. Focus on the Lombardi. Stop focusing on money. It ain't about the money. You got to get the skill first. Then you get the money. They trying to get the money and not the skill. You're going backwards with it. Y'all. You got young athletes out there watching. Work out.
Yeah.
Work out first. You trying to get the bag first, but you understand the skills is what's gonna get you the bag. Winning is what's gonna get you the bag, not losing.
It's nothing like being a champion.
That's what I'm saying.
Nothing like
Chase. He shuts down. Yeah, and I know people gonna argue with me. Oh, host, blah 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 blah. Jamar Chase, whatever. I take it. But what I'm saying is that guy shut down, and Jamar Chase is great, but he shut down camp because he wasn't getting paid. Meanwhile, Justin Jefferson, who don't give a damn about it, he don't care about that money, man, because that money's gonna come. And guess what? It came. It came because the guy had 1,000. He still got 1,400 in 7 games. He got 1,400 yards in 7 games. That's insane. And he got it. And guess what? He got the bag now. You know what I'm saying? All right, host, stop talking. Okay, I will. Paper football. I love everything he said. Yeah. Terrence Bud Crawford. That's his name. Terrence Crawford, nicknamed Bud. Today, players care about bag chasing instead of winning the damn game. Exactly. Win the game. So let me go to Latino Heat here. All right, Latino Heat, you are offensive line coach. Football. You football. You are offensive line coach. Congratulations. Won a championship. Congratulations, coach. As a football coach, though, Supreme, do you think the biggest problem with today's young athletes is lack of discipline, or have coaches and parents lowered the standard of accountability? They just don't care. They, parents now is putting more pressure on these kids because it's just like, I don't give a damn what they do. I want you to go get rich so you can buy me a house and a Rolls Royce and this and this and this and this and this and this and that. But are they lifting weights? Are they running? Are they on their diets? Are they doing this? No. So again, my question as a football coach, do you think the biggest problem with today's young athletes is it the lack of discipline, or have coaches and parents lowered the standard of accountability?
I wanted to say 50-50, but I realize now, just after thinking a little bit more, that really the problem lies with the parents and the generation, right?
Okay.
These young generations are just not built like that. They're not. It's just it's and the thing is that and it's something that's fostered by your parents at a young age. You know, when you're a little kid, toddler, starting at when you're like a toddler, you know what I mean? And if you're wanting to play games where everybody wins, you don't foster competition. You know what I mean? When we grew up, we played even just out on the school ground. We tried to win everything.
Yes, sir.
You know, we played games where there was a clear winner and there was no participation trophies.
No.
And every single recess you came out and you tried to do it again or you tried to take it back from the person from the day before. And that was a day in and day out thing. Whether that was you when you were playing marbles, two pitch, what we used to call British Bulldog, when we used to play literally anything out on the like pogs, you know what I mean? Like literally everything.
There you go. Way back.
We were out to win. It just we and that's just something that happened somehow from the 90s to the 2000s. Somewhere in the 2000s are where everybody's just started getting participation trophies. Parents went from now we're the parents and we didn't like growing up where we didn't like losing and we didn't like the atmosphere that our parents kind of put on us, the pressure for us to do well at the things because their parents understood if we build these skills, if we build this mentality in you, you're going to succeed in life.
Yeah.
Right? Because when you want to get a job promotion, when you want to get a job, when you want to do literally anything in life, when you want to get a girlfriend, when you're going to get married, you have to compete. It's you just there's no escaping it. And those parents those kids became parents and a lot of them were freaking soft to begin with and didn't like to have those standards or those pressures on them. So they said, we're going to start making sure that everybody wins. We want instead of you know, opportunity for just a chance to participate and have a chance to win. Now it's like we want equal opportunity on the outcome. So everybody gets a medal. Everybody, you know, they do the whole like it went from a time when teachers used to say stuff like, and the highest mark in the class was, and you know, to then to like now where they don't mention that. They don't want to like make the kids that you know struggled feel bad that they struggled, so they don't mention who the brightest kids were. They didn't mention you know any of that stuff, and so it turned into a freaking just a different mentality that was fostered by that generation of parents that were butthurt because they didn't like what it was like before. And as when they grew up in that, like they were that generation of parents that grew up with the old school way, but then modern technology just so like just things just got easier. You know, like there was an era where you didn't get a calculator. You had to learn how to do everything wrong. And then they got to like grade 9, 10, 11, and all of a sudden then they got computers, they got calculators. So they saw best of both worlds. It's like, why do I have to work hard to learn how to do something by hand when I can just use this calculator, for example, or this computer to do it? So they didn't have that drive. It just became a thing over time where those parents are the true culprits of why this generation is as soft as it is right now. They didn't foster competition and everybody gets a medal. And you celebrate, you know, like when they come up and they talk about who gets ribbons and whatever. Oh, we got the participation show, and they cheer just as loud for them jokers than the guys that win. I know that there is leagues now that they don't have MVPs. They don't have certain awards anymore because it makes everybody else could hurt other people's feelings, other players' feelings. They want to do the most improved player, you know, the best over. You know, they don't want to go. They don't want to highlight those awards like they used to, and it's messed up. And coming from that era where where man, I'm so competitive that if somebody were to show me a magic trick, I would not let that person leave until I figured that trick out, because there's no way you're getting one over me. You know what I mean? I'm figuring it out. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like, you're not like, do it over and over until I figure it. I see what you're doing. So then you can't beat me with something. Even if it was just a stupid card trick. You know what I mean? I just could not stand losing. Even though I wasn't a bad loser, I just did not have that in me to accept losing. It was always winning, and I played competitive sports. I Soccer was by far the sport where I was like that dude, but then again, I'm Canadian, I'm Hispanic, right? So my dad taught me different than a lot of the white kids around here. So I excelled, probably because the competition wasn't like it would have been if it would have been in like Central America or in the South of like the States, where there's a lot more Hispanic players. So I got like more competition. But that was the like, when I went out to play tournaments, my sleepless nights came before the tournament. They didn't come after. I couldn't sleep because I wanted to get out there and beat. I didn't care who was in front of me. I knew I'm putting in multiple goals. I'm carrying my team. I'm not just going to be the difference maker. I'm the guy. And that's what I did. Then there's other sports that I play, like basketball, volleyball, um, where hockey, where I wasn't as skilled as I was, but I was like, if my second best team, I wanted to just be a difference maker. And then I wanted to be efficient. I wanted to be someone that could be relied on and at least contribute. And that's where that competitive edge made me perform that way in practice and develop like that. Fast forward to now, this football season almost was a wash for us. We won a championship, but it wasn't because these kids had that dog in them, because we started the season 0-4. I remember after the third loss, our coaches were together and in our group checks was like, are we going to even have a team to field here? Like, these kids are going to, they were worried that the kids were going to quit on the team and we wouldn't have enough players to actually field for a game for the rest of the season. We would have had to forfeit the rest of the season. So we only had I would say we had no more than 5 players on this team that we did not have to motivate them to play their best and want to compete to win. So it's just different, right? For example, before the season started, I started a week too early. I probably should have waited until after the first week game, but I started on cardio and conditioning a little bit too hard, too fast, and I made a guy quit. You know what I mean?
What?
And
go ahead.
like, this is what I'm saying. He was our one of our bigger, more talented like tackles, and he quit because I pushed him too hard in conditioning. And it was one of those things that, like, I kind of knew that I couldn't push them like I would push myself, so I waited, and I thought I had waited long enough. But the week before week 1, Buddy quit, turned in his pads, and he was done. And the guy had. Oh, that's exactly what we did. And our O-line arguably was the best O-line in the league, because they always had gas, even at the end of the game. And I pushed them hard once we got into it. But one thing that I noticed that we had to do with these kids is, like, me personally, we didn't need that motivation. We didn't need someone to be like, hey guys, like, make sure that you don't get too low or whatever. Like, I had to constantly be like, hey, like, I need you in the huddle to be keeping this motivation up. Like, I had guys that I had to go to specifically and be like, when you're in the huddle, you need to be the leader. You need to step up. You need to say the things to keep your guys in check. Because if they drop their confidence, we can't play. We're not going to perform. And there was 3 or 4 kids that, because they were competitive like that, I had to push them to be that guy mentally for their team
Due to the game
that they should have
was
had.
he?
17, 18, 19. 17, 18, 19. So these kids are not just kids. They should have been able to handle. These kids should have been self-sufficient.
Oh Lord,
but oh yeah. My point is that I had to micromanage their ability to push themselves and keep their motivation up in the huddle and throughout the game on the sideline. I had to be like, bro, like, you cannot, Like I had to go to my number one wide receiver and be like, bro, you cannot let our quarterback get too down on himself because as soon as he collapses, it's over, right? So you even if you're angry at him or you're frustrated too, you can't be chirping at him on the sideline like you were in those first 3 weeks. You need to be the guy to be the bigger man, and you need to keep him level-headed because he doesn't have that ability.
Yes, sir.
And you know, Omar is by far one of my favorite football players on this team. He took that responsibility on. He is a dog. He wore number 18 for a reason because he was our best receiver, right? And but the thing is that to start from the beginning of the season, where when 3 losses, when we're not even a third of the way into the season, is making us worry that these kids are going to quit out and we're not going to have a team to field, is freaking pathetic, and that falls on the parents.
Yes, it is.
And it's just this generation. And I agree with Rock. It's somewhere in the 2000s era where it just fell apart. These kids became parents that didn't like to be pushed like that, and they created a freaking generation of soft as baby food kids that just don't have it in them. They don't care like that. They don't practice like that.
No.
We would practice twice a week, okay?
I wish I
And if we whether we won or lost that Sunday night, nobody showed up on that Monday night practice. It was we could barely get half the team to show up.
It's terrible.
You know, it was horrible. And then going into the final week, preparing for the championship game, even though it was the last practice, they're like, Coach, can we just do fun drills so that because it's the last practice of the year? Can we do stuff for fun instead? I'm like, bro, we're trying to win a freaking championship here. Why does that freaking matter to you? We should be working harder today than any other practice before.
There you go.
And it just does not exist in their minds. I blame modern generation. I blame the parents. It really is the parents because they didn't start teaching them how to be competitive at a young age. They just want to give them freaking participation trophies and ribbons and gas them up when they freaking suck, when they need to freaking be getting on them. Be like, if you don't want to suck, go do the work. My dad,
I like that.
I would practice like 2-3 times a week with my team for soccer. And then every other night, my dad would take me to the soccer field and he would make me run through drills for like 2 hours. He would do crazy freaking things. He would pump up a soccer ball so much that it hurt to kick. And then he would make me do all my freaking drills with that. And it sucked. It hurt. He made me shoot 10 penalty shots every single night. And if I didn't score all 10 in a row, he made me restart them with a freaking ball that hurt to kick. And then when I went out to the field, when I went to practice, when we used a regular ball, I just had way more control. My ball speed was insane. Goalies couldn't anticipate anything because the ball came so fast off my foot, they could not react. And that was all because of the crazy ass stuff that my dad made me do. That I know there's only like a small percentage of parents that do that. The rest just want to put an iPad in front of them, give them Fortnite. They want to just shut them up and just give them what they want so they get out of their hair because they just don't want to put that kind of effort or pressure on their kids. It's pathetic, and I blame the parents. Sorry, I ranted for too long.
No, you good, bro. But before I go back to the dog, you're a coach. You're a coach, and you got standards, bro. And I like what you said about practice because I was the same, and that's why I told those guys today. I said, y'all this is why you need to stop goofing off in practice because these other teams ain't goofing off. They running high set plays, and they running plays, and I'm like, damn, they taking it serious in practice. And my kids, Caleb, he the biggest clown. He goofing off. They coach, can we run scrimmage? That's all they want to do is run scrimmage.
Mm-hmm.
No, you need to learn how to pick and roll. You need to learn how to set picks. You need to learn how to bring the ball down. You always want to be point guard, but you don't even know how to bring the ball down. You don't even know how to split defenses. But can we run scrimmage? You don't get nothing out of scrimmage. Nothing. Get some learn. Supreme, you are absolutely right. I don't think you was ranting, bro. I'm with you 1,000,000,000,000,000%. Drew to the game. I know you listening. Drew to the game. You feeling it too because you're a coach as well. Go ahead, Q. We're gonna hit a button on this one. Go ahead, Q.
The biggest thing, well, I know what Supreme said, and was probably been missing all along, is that these kids nowadays, they're scared of hard work. I mean, for them to just say, we're going to a championship game, and this is the practice that we got to give our best practice of all practice that we played, and then now you want to back up. You want to back up, because now you want it easy. Now you want, can we do this? So something that's gonna make it easy, and I think that really comes from the home. I think that you should be able as a coach to tell the parent of a child that when you're trying to do something, he wants to back up and do something easy. Should be able to tell the parents that he got to live in the father that should be able to get on his son. I didn't put you in here for this to be ABC and 1, 2. I put you in here to work hard, and you to do what that coach tell you to do, and don't get that coach no lip. But see, what happens in the home, we go back to the home, and when they're being babied and they're being pacified, and they're not being show hard work, and then but when you go to any sport, you're gonna have to work hard. You're gonna have to work hard. I don't care if you're talented or not. That's just only half the battle. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That the coach's the job is to put you in position to be successful, and the only way to do it is through hard work. Yeah. Put you through something. Yeah. And so with these kids, when they hear that and they know what the operative word is, they got to go through something. See, that's the problem nowadays. They got to go through something. They don't want to do it.
They don't want to do it.
Because now they got to roll up the sleeves. Mm-hmm. It ain't no ABC red carpet treatment 1, 2, 3. And that's the problem that a lot of coaches like y'all have in the youth sports, that you want to get the best out of these kids and get them to a certain level, but you just can't sit them there. You just can't have a magic wand, put them there. Hard work's put them there. Yeah. And so the kids don't know nothing about hard work. As soon as you but then when they know something that you're saying is going to be hard, then they want to be back up. I call them backup men. We can't teach them to be backup men. We need to teach them to be the men that learn how to grab the bull by the horns. That's what I want you to do. Grab the bull by the horn. Don't back up, because I'm gonna call you out and put you right back in front. And you just gotta, it's just different. And then another thing, what you're saying, we need to get back to these awards where you're just giving out MVP, a most valuable player, and most defensive player. And everybody don't get a reward. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works. You need to take your child during the offseason and work on your child so we can get one of these 3 awards.
There you go.
That's not fair to the ones that did work hard for everybody to get a trophy. That's not fair. That's gonna do moralizing them. Say, what? Okay, then. So I could be just lazy like him and get me a trophy. Why put in all this effort? Yeah. And that's killing youth sports, because the parents on the outside think it's so sad that their child did not get a reward. Well, it's not on the child, it's on you. Yeah. You're not coaching your child at home. You're not talking to your child, and then you should feel that sympathy for your child. If they come home whine and cry, okay, then if you want an award like that, like your teammate did, well, you know what you gotta do.
You know what you gotta do.
You know what you gotta do. You need to work harder. All the greats work hard. The Kobe Bryants, all of them, Jerry Rice, all of them work hard, man.
There you go.
What's the problem?
That's why I tell my kids.
Hard work ain't never killed nobody, but lack of work will. Hard work will.
Yeah, lack of work
promise you
will
that.
get you.
We got to stop pacifying these youth, man. We got to stop doing it, because we're making the sports world terrible.
We in this discussion, ladies and gentlemen, and I didn't mean to turn this into a King's talk, but Q,
like what?
Q hit it right on the head, and Supreme, like look like the Vikings just gave you a 1-2 combo onto it, and then you put a little bit of Jacksonville Jaguar in it as well. But I didn't try to make this as a King's talk type show, but this is about sports, and man, I'm glad y'all 3 brothers spoke on. That's why I wanted to bring this to the show, because I know y'all can speak highly of it and got experience in it as well. So Larry Bird worked on his shots all year long. I just seen a clip about that, Larry Bird working on his shots and stuff. And But yeah, to put the butt on it, man. Kids these days, if you know young kids that's athletes or whatever, put this show and let them listen to these three men, and this would steer them the right way, and this will help you, get your message across to them. This show right here, because what these three men have told them, these young athletes, they need to listen. They need to listen, and you can't. You can't go about talent. You got to do push-ups and sit-ups and run, man. You just can't go off talent. That's a lot of kids. They just want to go off talent. It ain't gonna work that way. It ain't gonna work that way. But great discussion, man. Great discussion. I'm gonna bring more. I'm gonna bring more before the season start, man. Because this is good. This is good. And shout out to the podcast panel, man. They diversified. They can go sports, but we can go real too, man. So we all diversify around here. All right, let's get to the gridiron, man. I know these NFC South fans in here is waiting. We're gonna talk about NFC South today. NFC South. NFC South in your mouth. Let's get to it here. Who will win the NFC South? You got the Atlanta Falcons, Carolina Panthers, New Orleans Saints, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Buccaneers, ladies and gentlemen, has won four divisions out of the past 5 years. So they pretty much own this thing, man, since the entering of Baker Mayfield. I think Tom Brady got a little bit of that as well before Baker came in. So, but the Buccaneers have been really pretty much dominating this division for the past 5 years. But we're gonna talk about it, man. See what the podcast panel got. Let's start off with the legendary Q Dog. Let's go back to Q. All right, Q. So I'm gonna give you a team, Q, but you can tell me who you think will win this division. But the New Orleans Saints, Q, is rebuilding with Tyler. I can never pronounce his name right. Shuck. Am I saying it right?
Yeah,
Shuck.
Tyler Shuck.
Tyler Shuck. All right, so New Orleans is rebuilding with Tyler Shuck. He entering his second season, Q. Kellen Moore returning as head coach. And then they got Travis Etienne joining the offense. Do you think the Saints are still a year away, or could they surprise everyone and win this NFC South?
I think they can surprise everyone and win the NFC South. If you look at the New Orleans Saints and their history, right along with Drew Brees and Sean Payton, they ran this organization for a long time.
Yes, sir.
And so they're always embedded. When you mention the New Orleans Saints, you automatically think of Drew Brees, which just went into the Hall of Fame, and the coach, Sean Payton. You automatically think of it because they built this organization into a certain aspect.
Yes, sir.
Now, we see that, Schultz is, coming on, taking the reins. Kevin Amon, the old Cowboy, ex-offensive coach, I think that they're putting some pieces together. They showed some flashes last year that they could take the next step up. I think they can. I think it's time for them to let it be known that they're here. Mm-hmm. This NFC South is known as one of the weakest divisions in football.
True.
We kind of get every time we see an NFC South matchup because really we don't see that word when we just got through talking about competitiveness. We see that it really can't be competitive if Tampa Bay Bucks have ruled this division 4 out of the last 5 years.
True.
So that's something that these last 3 teams have to do something about, at least make themselves competitive. Mm-hmm. I think out of all of the 3, I think the Saints is one of those teams that can catapult itself up to give Tampa Bay that type of challenge. Mm-hmm. Answering that question about Tampa Bay, I think they, it depends on how they win when they win out of the division, but within the division, I think they can compete. I think they can challenge. They can dethrone Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I really think they can. But I really feel that the winner of this division, I still think that once a team has won 4 out of 5, I just really until somebody show me different, I'm gonna give them another division title. You know, I mean, I can't. I just
You gonna get the Bucks? You saying the Bucks will win this?
Yeah, I think the Bucks will.
Okay.
Until like you say, somebody else got to show me something different. They got to show me something because it's like who's your daddy type deal in this division.
That's true. Yeah.
And so they've been showed that, and but the ones that I think they are the team that can so called as a kid walk up and slap the bull on the face like the Indians used to do. I think they can do Tampa Bay like that and let them know that they're a hero. They can give them a good fight. Yeah, I really feel that they can challenge them. They can give them a little fight. They can put their name on the map in this division. To be well, we're gonna see some things out of them. They showed us flashes last year, and I think that was a good step for them. And so I really feel they can do some things.
Okay. Tampa. So the dog chose the Bucks, Rockstar. He chose the Bucks in this one. So you can give me your pick, but I also want to talk. I'm gonna give you a team to talk about. The Atlanta Falcons. They have talent with Bijan Robinson, who just got a $75 million 3-year $75 million extension. They got Bijan.
Yeah.
They got the most talented guy on the team, Bijan Robinson, and a new offensive-minded head coach in Kevin Stefanski. But Rock, injuries at quarterback have created uncertainty. Can the Falcons overcome these issues and still win the NFC South?
The only way that I say they can overcome those uncertainties is if whoever they pick up in free agency, or if someone gets cut, that can come in and win games for them. Because honestly, I don't see Michael Penix or Tua Tagovailoa playing the whole season. I don't see them staying healthy. Neither one of them staying healthy for the full season.
Right.
So I think the only way that they can probably overcome it is if they end up getting somebody off of free agency that's going to come in and not turn the ball over, that's going to be able to be healthy enough to be able to make plays with his arm, to allow Bijan Robinson to be able to, stay healthy as well, and not to put too much mileage on the brother. The brother had like over 1,700 yards rushing, and he had over 1,000 yards receiving last year. So that's a lot of mileage on those type of guys. You've seen what happened to Christian McCaffrey.
No, I was just about to say.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same thing like that.
Yeah, McCaffrey got wore down by the Panthers, and now he getting wore down by San Francisco.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't want to see the Falcons do that to Bijan Robinson, brothers. He's a young talent. He's decent. He gets the job done. So I will hope that if they value what they considered as their franchise, because they paid him the most money on their team. The guy that they had that paid the most money, they released him, and he ended up going. He's now playing for the Las Vegas Raiders, which was, we all know, Kirk Chains, Kirk Cousins there. So, it's either now or they either situation happen where they be picking top 5 in the draft for a quarterback next year, because the two guys they got are uncertain. They're unproven. We know what they're gonna get out of Tua Tagovailoa, and you know what you're gonna get out of Michael Penix, because you've seen it. These guys can't stay healthy. They both throw the rock the same way. Left-handed quarterbacks that got an awkward release of the football, but can throw the ball deep, can make some of the some of the window throws off the RPO and the play action and whatnot. So it's something there. But the biggest part of having a quarterback is dependability. Is being able, your quarterback is suiting the more. Put it this way, for all of us out there, you know that if you got a good quarterback, the odds of your team winning the game goes up tremendous compared to your backup being in the game,
absolutely,
playing for you every week. You want your number one guy in there because you know what you're gonna get. And I can understand why Q Dog is saying that about Kevin O'Connell. Continue to hold off on naming a starter, because he should name a starter now, or at least after their first preseason game, see who is going to take the reins, because you need to know where the rest of the guys in your locker room, who they going to follow, who they willing to say, okay, is it McCarthy's team or is it Kyler's team? Because if they're going to go with Kyler Murray, then they need to know what Kyler Murray likes to do, how he likes to prepare for a game, and what they need to go as far as the mentality.
Let the fans know.
Yeah, you got to let the whole team, the offensive line, get in tune with that first string quarterback. You know what I'm saying? You need to get all those reps, and they playing around with that too much. You can't play this so far.
It's no more 4 preseason game with
it's only 3.
So I mean, their opportunity ain't that the opportunity for a short margin of error is slim as far as with the coach making that decision. Because I know y'all lost y'all GM based off of how things went last season. You know, Kevin O'Connell don't want to lose his job midway through the season because he may have made a decision that way. So
Flores breathing down your back, baby. That's all I got to tell you.
But
so who's your pick though?
My pick for the division, I'm actually going. I'm gonna ride with the Panthers, and the reason I'm gonna go with the Panthers is because they solidified the guy they took from our team. You know, Devin Lloyd. He went to Carolina for more money, as you know he was due. That's what he was due. His market value allowed for teams to throw money at him. You know, we wanted him to stay in Jacksonville. We gave him a fair deal, but you know, as free agency, when you're a free agent, you choose where you want to go. So, I believe they got their signal caller in the middle of that defense with Devin Lloyd. Now it's gonna be a big difference from him having a guy like Foy Luakon in our defense being able to call some of the plays. Now he's actually going to be having to do it himself. So, but I think Bryce Young may take a step forward. I like what they've done as far as trying to solidify getting a decent run game. And their defense. Like they got one of the best top corners in the league, J.C. Horn. His dad was a beast at the receiver position.
Yes, he was. Oh, Joe.
It's kind of great to see how his son is turning out as a top corner in this league. So I really like what the Panthers have done, and they showed that they're willing to, if they're playing a team that's above 500, they're willing to go to that level to meet that team. And they the only team that I've seen in that division outside of, with Tampa with Baker, but Baker lost his pieces. He's only going to be throwing to a guy that's like 5'10". He don't got that big target anymore in the 6'5" receiver and Mike Evans. His tallest receiver may be 5'11" on a good, and that's probably without cleats on. We talking about Ibuka from Ohio State. So it's going to get a little tricky there. So, but I like what Carolina has done. I think they're going to win the division this year because they the toughest team in that division. On defense, they got a good defense. They need their quarterback has shown when you put him into some adversity, like we were showing as far as with being a competitor. They benched Bryce Young. In his second year in the league, I believe Carolina benched him for a good amount of games
Andy
and
Dalton
let
was a starter.
Andy Dalton and Sam
Yeah.
Darnold come in
Yeah.
and play the position.
Yeah.
And then he fought for his job back and
Yeah.
made key plays down in the stretch
Yeah.
that turned some heads down there in Charlotte in the
Yeah.
Carolina area.
With the
So
with the addition of Canellis coming in.
yeah, and Dave Canales, that's
Yeah,
correct. That's right.
yeah.
And he left Tampa.
Exactly.
He was their offensive coordinator before we
Exactly.
had got Liam Cohen from them. So
Mhm.
I think now he takes a step forward. Usually guys in their fourth and fifth year, they take that step forward. And he got some playoff experience going against a team that they considered to be that was considered to be the champ that was supposed to win it last year in the Rams. And he went toe to toe with that Rams defense.
He sure did.
And they defense went toe to toe with that Rams offense. So that's why I feel like the Panthers will take a step forward this year and win the division again.
I agree with you a whole 100% on that. I close it out with that, but Supreme Latino Heat here. Latino Heat. Tampa Bay. I'm talking about the Buccaneers. Now they have won again, like I stated earlier. They won that NFC South 4 times in the last 5 years. Is their championship experience enough to reclaim the division? Or is Carolina officially, like Rockstar Rock said, was talking about, Carolina, or is Carolina officially become the team to beat? You muted.
I don't know if there's officially a team to beat in that division right now.
Right.
Now, I like this division because I like watching divisions like this because you've no idea what's going to happen. We could see the Saints come out of nowhere and take the division because they have a lot of young potential and there's just things that they can catch people from their blind side because nobody knows what to expect from them, right? I like what I saw from Tyler Shuck last year in moments. I was very happy with Spencer Rattler. I said Spencer Rattler is one of those guys that if you're looking to rebuild a team and you don't want to worry about the quarterback position, the guy can do enough not to lose you games, which is kind of something that you want when you are a sub 15 team, not bottom of the barrel, but a team that's trying to rebuild all areas of their team. They don't want to focus on what the quarterback can do. He's competent, right? So there's a lot of potential there. I've always been an Alvin Kamara fan. The guy's incredible. He was the guy didn't know how to fall down. It was insane.
We ain't gonna talk about that game between y'all, but we ain't gonna talk about that.
Well, we got him back in the Minneapolis Miracle game, but
that's true.
Yeah, so there's that, the 49ers, I mean not the 49ers, the Falcons are one of those teams that are just a complete question mark too.
Yeah.
Last year a lot of people were looking at them like what talking about, what I just talked about, the Saints. There's a bunch of young potential there. They got some moves that they've made, coaching changes, all these things. They might catch people off guard, and then they were mediocre, right? So it's interesting. This is why this division is interesting. When we look at the 2 better teams in the league in the division, we got the Bucks that they've won 4 of the last 5. Experience might be the thing that kind of tips the scales, but the experience, I don't know if they have enough for it to tip the scales because they've gone ahead and lost Mike Evans, right? So their receiving core is completely young. I know Emeka Mbuka is a great young wide receiver, and for a good part of the season, he was able to put up a lot of yards and a lot of numbers without Mike Evans out there having to dictate having their best corner or double teams going on Mike, so they opened him up, right? So we couldn't say, well, he only did that good because Mike Evans was on the other side. He was going up against the number 2s and the 3s, right? So, so there is some potential there, but he also nobody had tape on him. So that's also a factor why he was
Absolutely.
able to do so good.
You're right.
So it's one of those things, that we don't know what they're gonna do. The Bucks, I'm a Baker Mayfield fan. I've been talking about how I really like him from the moment that at that bowl game where he grabbed his junk and was talking trash on the sidelines. From that moment
I know
on,
exactly what you're
I was
talking
like, that's my dude right there because I'm old school. I
about. Yeah, I
I
like a fired up quarterback
that's
too. Yeah.
that's the aggressiveness, that's the competitive nature that I want to see
Yeah.
in all my football players, especially on my team, right? So for me, he won my respect there, and I've been rooting for him ever since, right?
Mhm.
But he was injured for like 3 quarters of the season.
Mhm.
So what are we to expect this year? Um the Panthers, they were one of those teams where, Bryce Young just kind of started to mature. He started to come out of his shell. The team also has evolved around him where before when we were thinking, hey man, like this kid might be something special, and then he had literally no one on defense, no O-line, no nothing. And people were like, how come he sucks? Well, he's got nothing.
Mhm.
Now he's got a semi-competent team. Like they got a good stable running back. They don't got like that true bell cow, like, oh my God, this guy's a superstar running back, but Rico Dowdle can run for a lot of yards
Rico Dowdle can
uh,
run. Yeah, I agree with
on
that.
any given Sunday, but he's not that like, well, I've never seen Rico Dowdle play and be like, man, he reminds me of AP. He
Mhm.
reminds me of LT. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't have that, but he's good,
He
right?
got a
So they
bag.
got a stable.
He
They
got a
got
bag because he got over
he
1,000
does.
yards. Yeah, he got his
They
bag.
got and they got an O line to help facilitate right that
Yeah.
now. So that gives Bryce a little bit more time.
Mhm.
And their receivers are starting to get better, right? So who do I bank on? The team that's on the come up or the team that we don't know is they're like floating. They can either stay relevant this year because we go, oh well, you know what? They come out and they play really well. They win the division. We're like, well, it was the injury to Baker Mayfield, and Emeka Mbuka is that guy. He is now a superstar. We should have given them the benefit of the doubt because those were just two petty things to worry about or go against them.
Mhm.
But the opposite could be said true, where they can come out and start looking like a team that's regressing. Vita Vea might, if they say they franchise tag him or whatever, I forget what the situation was. Let's say this is his last year, he leaves.
Yeah,
That defense, I kept saying last year, their defense is wily. They
it is.
they'll catch people off guard, just like the Cardinals defense last year was
Yeah.
catching people off guard.
Yeah, they
Because
won't.
they weren't expecting them to be that good.
That is very true.
So what happens when they lose some of those key players? Now Baker Mayfield has to be more like freaking Joe Burrow, where he's got to put the team on his back and he's got to be putting everything's got to go off his arm, his playmaking, and he, he has to win in spite of his team's deficiencies. Is he that type of quarterback? I don't know that. I like him. I like his competitive nature, but I don't know if he's that guy either. I think that he can win and he can win in the postseason and potentially get to a Super Bowl if he's got a well-rounded team behind him.
Right.
And you can kind of say that with any good to above average quarterback. And you can definitely say that about great and elite quarterbacks, right?
Mhm.
So who do you bank on? The Bucks that on paper might seem like they have the slight edge, or the young up and comers that have done a lot of rebuilding and have been refining over the years and now are starting to look like they might be able to do something.
Mhm.
So I think it's a two-horse race. If I had to pick, I have to take my heart out of it, and I honestly have to go with Carolina here. And not because um, I dislike the Bucks that much. I just have to be realistic about things, and I just can't bank on a team without a true number one, an
Yeah.
unproven number one, and issues with their locker room on the defensive side, where the defensive side was their backbone and their heart last year. If that's fractured, what can you expect if they start the season 0-3? That team is collapsing. You know what I mean? Like they just don't have that. Like last year, they lost some games, and their culture, their you know Vita, all those guys on defense, Baker, they were able to stop the locker room from breaking. This year they can't. I don't think they have that ability. They're just about to crack. If they start 3-0 and then they ramp that up and the confidence stays there, they can keep it there. But if they start 1-2, 0-3, it's a wrap for this freaking organization for the season, I think. So I don't see the Carolinas Panthers starting 0-3 and looking like that. They started like 0-2 or 2-2, or they didn't start great in the season. Right. And they ended up finishing strong. So I don't think that'll break them. So I have to lean towards the Panthers, and that's my rationale for that.
You know what, Supreme? I'll put a button on it because I want to go last on it real quick. I agree with you, and I agree with also I agree with the dog too. Even though he went with Tampa, because he made a good point on his decision. And Rock, I'm gonna go with Carolina too, because even just watching this Hall of Fame game and some of the stuff, you can tell there's a different atmosphere with that team. And this team, Bryce Young is beginning to come out of his shell. Bryce Young, he's my old quarterback from Alabama. He's a cool, calm, collected type of guy, but I see him now come out of his shell, and that team is real young and they're starting to have fun. Young, fun teams is very dangerous, very, very dangerous in football. And with they got a young coach with Canellis, man. There's gonna be all right, Sam Will, have a good one, bro. I'll let you, man. We appreciate you rocking with us all the way, Sam Will. All day long. We got you. Follow you all day. Got you. But yeah, Carolina, man, like I said, I think it's something different gonna be in Carolina. Atlanta, no. They just not ready. Tampa will be the only thing that's in their way, but man, you talking about Baker no contract, Villa no contract. Like, you don't want that going on in your camp, man. Especially 2 stars. No, you don't want that. You don't want that kind of man. But I see something in Carolina, man. I see something in Carolina. They got T-Mac now, so they're gonna be throwing down the field. We might and like Rock said, no, like you said, Supreme. One of y'all said about they went toe to toe with the Rams, and they did. They went toe to toe with them. Yeah, the Rock said it. Yeah, they went toe to toe with them, and I think Carolina. Only thing about it, man, y'all gonna laugh at me on this one, but I don't really want to see because they put Carolina on TV all the time here. And I'm like, man, God dang, the most successful they is, man, they gonna kill us with Carolina football. But I'm gonna start watching because I ain't gonna lie to you, man. A few years, I ain't even watch. When Carolina's on, I'll go with something else. I don't even watch Carolina because they just been a team that's boring. But now they play Kansas City, and they almost beat Kansas City. They went all the way to overtime, Kansas City. This team right here, man, he's not gonna be a walk in the park anymore. They're not gonna be a park anymore. So I don't think they're gonna be like laying down. I don't think they're gonna lay down like that. So this could be the new Carolina Panthers here. But Tampa, gonna see. Watch out, Rams got Myles Garrett, best quarterback. Yeah, and look like Aaron Donald might be coming.
Aaron Donald's coming back too.
Yeah, I think Aaron Donald's
practicing hard.
Yeah, he is. If you want to see Aaron Donald, man, go check him out on YouTube, man. Go watch his training. Holy shit! And we gotta play them jokers this year.
It's gonna be rough.
Yeah, it's gonna be rough, bro. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Due to the game, say I'll be down in Charlotte when they face the Ravens in November. Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So y'all got the NFC South. Okay. All right. Dang. Due to the game, I would like to go to Carolina game, but I was close, but it was COVID. Last time we played Carolina was in. No, it was last year. But they came to us. They came to our house. Yeah, a little something, Drew. A little something, Drew. Panthers better beat those rat birds. Oh Lord. Leave it alone, Drew. Oh man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are at the end of the show, man. Today, man, we really had a great NFL, just sports discussion, man. You guys go back and check out. Yeah, leave it alone, Drew. What I'm saying? Oh yeah, we had a great discussion earlier, man. These three men, they brought it. They brought it, man. And also we talked about the winner, who will win the NFC South, man. So we'll check all that out. That is our show for tonight. As always, we want to thank each and every one of you for watching another episode of the Real Sports Talk Show. If you enjoyed tonight's discussion, do us a favor, man. Hit that like button, subscribe, and help us continue to grow that Real Sports Mafia. Real Sports Mafia, man. Rock me get it.
That's gold.
Rock me get it, man.
That beat when the beat dropped, yo.
Rock me get it, man. Oh man. Make plans, man, to join us next Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern as we break down the hottest news in the sports world and wrap up our NFL division prediction series in the AFC. With the AFC, we're going to be talking about the AFC North. Woo! The AFC North, man. Oh, it's going to be wild. It is going to be crazy. We got Ravens fans. We got Steelers fans. And we got a Browns fan in this same
gonna be a wild
discussion, man. So you already know it's going to be absolute chaos.
Yep.
It's gonna be crazy, y'all. So you do not want to miss it a bit. Next Saturday, it is going down. We're gonna be talking about the AFC North. Again, you got Ravens, you got G Honda representing the Steelers, you got Roberta, she's gonna be representing the Dog Pound, Cleveland Brown. You got Drew to the Game, he's gonna be representing those Angry Bird Baltimore Ravens. Boy, I'm gonna have to be hitting the censor button like crazy. Oh man, but we're gonna get out of here, man. We won't have the dog on next week. The dog won't be here next week, man. He's making that trip, so we wish the dog. We wish the dog safe travels as he goes over the highways, traveling about, man. So y'all remember the dog, man. As he go travel, man, he won't be here next week. Give them a little something before they go, Q.
Man, we enjoyed y'all coming in date like we always usually do. And just thank y'all for tuning in as the season, as we progress more and more. We're getting close to the regular season. So I hope that y'all adrenaline is flowing. Get your team ready. You're going to start making cuts. Get down to that 53-man roster in about 3 more weeks. Yes, sir. And we're going to make it happen, man. We're gonna enjoy it. I feel it's going to be a good season on the podcast every week for 17 weeks. We're going to enjoy ourselves, and I'm glad we got all these newcomers coming in. We're looking for more newcomers to come on in. We're one big family. We put our arms around you and welcome on in like we do the rest of them as they come in. Tell your friends about us and just keep coming in and pouring in so we can be one big happy family when football season starts.
Yes, sir. We can't wait, baby. And again, dog, we'll see you in 2 weeks, dog. And again, man, you have a safe trip over the highways. Enjoy yourself. Going to see old Sheila Dupree. Sheila Dupree, man. So, all right, man, we're going to get out of here, man. Again, man, hit that like button. Subscribe, turn on that bell for all notifications. Tuesday show, we will not have a wrestling show this Tuesday. But we definitely, again, we'll be back Saturday. Boy, this long, man. this AFC North gonna be deadly, bro. Q, you avoided this one.
Is this
the bullet on that one? I'll leave that to my co-partners, Rock and Supreme.
Yes, sir.
They can handle them.
Yes, sir. It is the last division in the AFC.
I'm ready for next week.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man.
Yeah. Oh
We're
no.
gonna get out of here,
Oh,
man.
hey, host.
Yes,
They're
sir.
gonna get some enemies. They can't pick every team. Yeah, they're gonna get some enemies.
You ain't lying, bro. It's gonna go down. Lord have mercy.
Yes, sir.
Oh man. All right, we're gonna get out of here, man. Thank y'all for watching the show. On behalf of myself, Latino Heat, Rockstar Rod, and the legendary Q Dog, man. Thank you guys for watching. Everybody around the world, please be safe and stay safe. And that's in order.